guys, and welcome back to my channel and a new video. So for today's video, I'm finally doing an unhaul again. Like, I haven't done an unhaul in years. I think I only have one video about that on my channel, and I did like 2 years ago. I'm not even kidding. It's been a while and it's time. I've been wanting to do an unhaul for forever, but I have a hard time like letting go of books, so that's why I've been putting it off. But today I was cleaning, I was rearranging my bookshelves, and I was like, it is time. It is time to get rid of some books that I will never read again, never pick up, that I don't want on my shelf, because I want my shelves to reflect books that I love, authors that I love, books that have a special place in my heart. And by getting rid of books, I can also buy new books that I will enjoy much more, and these ones can go to people that actually will enjoy them better than I do. So even though this is difficult for me, I'm ready, it's time, so let's just get started. The first book that I'm gonna unhaul, I know, I'm sorry, but like, it's time. That is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I actually really adore this book when I read it, but it's been ages ago and I've never felt the urge to pick it up again. I feel like I've moved on from this and I'm just ready to leave this behind. And it is beautiful. It is a sad but beautiful story, and I love John Green, I really do, but I'm never gonna pick this up again. So I thought this book will be so much more loved in another home, and yeah, it's time. The next book was a little bit difficult, but I'm doing it. That is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. This also, like, I loved. It was a beautiful, heartbreaking story with like a little bit of magic in it, which I thought was really cool. And this was so hyped and so popular back in the day when I started booktube and bookstagram. And of course I bought it, I read it, I really did enjoy it, but I've never picked it up again. I never really thought about it after I read it. It didn't really leave a mark that I would ever want to pick it up again, unfortunately. I thought it was a really beautiful and heartbreaking and inspirational story and really cool concept, a unique concept, but I'm not gonna pick it up again. So as the same with this one, I thought it would be so much more loved in another home. Someone can read it and fall in love with it and cherish it more than I do. So it's time to let it go. The next book I'm unhauling is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This is actually a pretty recent one, maybe like a year ago since I read it. This series, its entire series, I only have the first book though. It's been very, I've heard a lot about it and I've seen it all over Bookstagram and stuff, so I was intrigued. I bought it, I read it, and I remember enjoying it. But you know what's funny is that I can't remember a single thing about this book. And I remember that I couldn't understand what was going on. I was confused, I was conflicted, I was in a weird headspace. I was just like, what is this? And I've never felt the urge to pick it up again or continue on with the series. So I only own this book, and what can I say? Science fiction is just a really tricky genre for me. It's just, sometimes it will work out great, but a lot of times it won't work. And this one, throughout this entire book, I was wondering what was going on. I didn't understand a single thing, and I will never pick it up again. So this one is going to another home. I'm excited for that one, for that person, because I'm done with it. So goodbye to you. The next book I'm unhauling kind of hurts because I love this cover and I want to love it, but I didn't. I wanted to love it so much, but I didn't. So it's time for it to go, and that is The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. I know everyone enjoyed this, I feel like, but I didn't. I was so ready to fall in love with this one, but I didn't. It's been a while since I read it, and I don't want to pick it up again. I didn't enjoy it at all. I thought it was boring. I couldn't connect with the story. I couldn't connect with the characters. I just didn't understand a single thing. Again, what was going on in this book. But I love this cover, so for a while I've been thinking that, oh, maybe I can keep it just because of the cover, but no. Like, I don't want to keep books on my shelves that I don't enjoy. Like, my books are a reflection of me and my book taste and the books I love, so I don't want to keep something that I didn't enjoy just because of the cover. So this one has to go. I'm sorry. I know. The next book I'm gonna unhaul is Skye by Ondine Sherman. And this was also quite difficult for me because this has a lot of sentimental meaning to me, because I bought this back in Australia and it's a story set in Australia, so it felt kind of special. And I remember really enjoying it when I read it. Like, it was a good, okay book. It wasn't bad or anything, but I'm never gonna pick it up again, and there is more to this series and I'm never gonna pick up those again. I just didn't really think too much about it after I closed it off. Like, it was good, it wasn't bad, but definitely not something that I will ever pick up again, and I think someone else will enjoy it better maybe. But a little bit difficult and hard because I did buy it when I was there and has a little bit of special meaning. But trying to be better at unhauling books because I need to. So this one is going to go, unfortunately. The next book I'm going to unhaul is A Quiet Kind of Thunder by Sarah Bernard. This one has been sitting on my shelves for years, and I just recently picked it up and read it. And it was okay. It was nothing too bad, but it was definitely nothing special at all. It was kind of a beautiful love story about a person that can't hear and a person that can't speak. And very important representation, very like a good book, but it was nothing special, and I will never ever pick it up again. And I think someone else might enjoy it. I just nothing special, and I don't think I will ever pick it up again, so it's going to have to go. The next book I'm going to unhaul is Furthermore by Tahira Mafi. This was actually a book that I've been having on my shelf for years again, and I remember picking up, but this was actually a DNF, I believe. I'm pretty sure I DNF'd this because I did not enjoy it at all. Fantasy is a tricky genre for me. It just sometimes it can sit really right, and sometimes it can just be too much, and this was not at all what I was expecting. It was just not at all my type of book. Like, YA fantasies are really tricky for me. It's really hard for me to like a YA fantasy. I don't know why. It's hard. I've read a lot of books that I didn't enjoy like this, and unfortunately this is one of them. I wanted to love it because it had great reviews. I love the cover, and I do think there's more books in the series, so of course I wanted to love it so I can keep on with the series, but I didn't enjoy it at all, and I'm never gonna pick it up again. I'm never gonna give it another shot. It's just been sitting on my shelf and I haven't thought about it at all, so I'm sorry, but this one is gonna go. The last 5 books I'm gonna unhaul is a part of a series, and I was hesitant. I really was, but I've realized that I'm never gonna read these again. Even though I enjoy them, they were fun, perfect if you're into reading some, but I moved on from them because like I've matured in my reading taste. These are definitely for a younger audience, and I definitely am never gonna pick them up again. And that is the Field Party series by Abby Glines. I've talked about this quite a lot, I think, on this channel, and it's a good series. It is. We have the first book, Until Friday Night. We have the second book, Under the Lights. The third book, After the Game. Fourth book, Losing the Field. And the fifth book, Making a Play. I'm pretty sure there is a sixth book out there that I haven't picked up because I haven't been interested in it. But these books I bought when I was starting out my romance reading thing. This is like YA, not even romance. I don't even know what you can call it. It's football, it's high school, it's romance, but it's not romance. You know, like, now that I've read so much more, it's definitely not something that I would pick up again. And it's just really innocent, really definitely for a younger audience, which is I'm not. So I feel like these books would be so much more loved and so much more enjoyed for someone else, because I've definitely moved on from these types of books and definitely moved on from this series. I remember hearing a lot about them when I bought them, but what actually drew me in when I first got these books was the covers. You just really could tell it was like football, high school, that typical American high school feeling, which is very special. Like, growing up, American high school was all of that I ever dreamed of. Like, you know, growing up in Sweden, it's just every Disney movie, every Nickelodeon movie, it was like high school, American high school was the dream. It was so much more fun. It looked so much more fun than high school here. So I just dreamed of that, and that's mainly the reason why I picked up these books a while back. And like, they were really cozy and really fun and very American high school-y. Like, they really were. So if you're into that, I would definitely recommend these books, but I'm never ever gonna pick them up again. Like, I'm glad I read them, I enjoy them, but I'm never gonna pick it up again, and I just feel like someone else would enjoy them now. So I'm sorry, but these have to go. Yeah, that was it for my unhaul. I know I didn't go in depth about these books, but that's obviously because I, one, didn't care for them enough to know what they're about. I'd forgotten about that. Like, it just there's a reason that I'm unhauling these ones, because I don't know what they're about. Like, I don't care. It just they weren't for me, and I moved past them. I've forgotten about them. I just, no. Time for those to move on. But yeah, I feel like it was a perfect time for an unhaul. It's getting to spring. We're getting like fresh and clean start. I'm loving it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in one of my next videos. Bye.